Refusing rest denies access to the results of rest. That's a quote by Octavia Rahim. Today in our clarity session, which is going to be a short meditation guided for a physiological shift, followed by journaling, and then an integration of your thoughts in your journaling session with a very brief meditation at the end. So it will be meditation, journal, meditation. And it's leading us into this concept of rest. It is the new year. And my clients are high performers. They've got their schedule nailed down. They've got their optimization of their fitness and their business and their profession. All the things are in place and they've already designed their 2026. One part that they may be forgetting about or a little more reluctant to include in their planning is the concept of rest and deliberate rest that allows that sustained high performance to continue happening. And so we will dive into that with some thought-provoking questions today. My name is Angie, and I share tools for sustained high performance, often non-sleep-deep-rest, which is a state similar to sleep, which has a myriad of benefits for our cognitive health and physical health, and breath practices along with that. Okay, so we're going to get started with that quick physiological shift. So wherever you are in your chair, if you want to lie down for a few minutes, feel free, but just take a moment to settle into the surface beneath you. Close your eyes and just do a body scan. So just like you're taking a flashlight around your body, just notice any areas that are calling your attention. That old injury that's speaking to you, or the tension from sitting too long, or whatever it may be, whether it could also be positive. You feel your breath flowing in and out and that feels full of ease. You feel lightness in your shoulders. Just take a moment and feel into your own body, head to toe. And then back up, toes to heads. And then begin to narrow your attention so that your attention becomes focused on your breath. And there's no need to change it in any way, but just begin to feel how the breath is moving in the body. How the belly lifts with the inhale and falls with the exhale. How naturally there's a little pause at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. Just noticing. And you might also notice how the rib cage is involved with the breath as the diaphragm moves. Even some movement in the chest and back body, the low back, back ribs, upper back, the whole torso involved with the rhythm of the breath. No effort required on your part, just body naturally breathing. Mind beginning to settle, simply focusing on your breath. And then see, just without really any effort, if you can expand the breath to be 360 degrees through your torso. So expanding it out to the front and to the back, to the left side and the right side. Just all the muscles of the torso softening to support a full breath that goes front, back, left side, right side, even inside and outside. No effort, just ease with the breath. And then just feel your shoulders soften, arms settle, hands relax. Hips and thighs, just release any effort. Lower legs and feet, just softening. And the whole body just resting heavy onto the surface beneath you. And the whole body and the breath just settling at ease. A few moments here, just feeling into how the breath is moving in the body and how the body is settled on the surface beneath you. And then beginning to blink open and close through your eyes, slowly coming to your journaling position. And we have 4 questions today. I will put them in the video description below if you want to return to them. So I'll give you the 4 questions interspersed, so a few minutes apart. Probably it's not enough time fully in this video to go deep into your own reflection, but it's meant as a starting point, a launch pad to think about your relationship to rest and where it fits in your year. So the first question is based on that full quote by Octavia Rahim, and the full quote is, "Rest results in more clarity, energy, life force, wisdom, inner peace, power, freedom, delight, self-love, joy, creativity, connection to others, capacity to expand, and more. Refusing rest denies access to the results of rest. Who benefits from that?" And so the first question is actually a 2-part question. Part 1 is, what is my relationship to rest? And who benefits from me pushing beyond my capacities? What is my relationship to rest? And who benefits when I push beyond my capacities? We'll have 2 minutes to reflect on that question. Okay, the next question, question number 2, I love this question. Where in my year does my performance currently peak, and what quietly erodes it afterwards? We all have that cycle of the year, and although we can't predict everything, we might be able to look at that cycle and see common patterns in where our energy dips and where our performance dips as well. So, where in my year does my performance currently peak, and what quietly erodes it afterwards? This relates to what you schedule, reveals what you value, and can get you to reflect on cycles of intensity and depletion and how pushing yourself so hard might result in that performance dip. Okay, 2 minutes of quiet. Where in my year does my performance currently peak, and what quietly erodes it afterwards? Okay, question number 3. If rest were a deliberate input rather than a reward, where would it need to be placed to actually change outcomes? And this relates to the relationship of rest, of not being just when you're done something, but as part of something so that you can continue. And it just moves rest into the same category as strategizing, as part of your strategy. And rest can be 5 minutes during the day. It can be 2 minutes when you wake up in the morning and you don't check your phone yet. It can be an afternoon Nonsleepdeeprest session. Rest can be your time walking in nature. It can be a lot of different things. It can also be short, or it can be bigger. Like, we often know we do need those longer breaks so that our brain can recalibrate and reset and come back to that fully powerful strategizing. And so rest is defined as a lot of different things. And so for you, the question is, if rest were a deliberate input rather than a reward, where would it need to be placed to actually change outcomes? 2 minutes of journaling time. Okay, last question is meant to shift from insight to action. And the question is, what kind of rest actually restores me, and what kind only numbs me? What kind of rest actually restores me, and what kind only numbs me? And so here we're thinking about what truly allows your nervous system to switch on that parasympathetic mode and support full recovery. What am I doing that maybe is a distraction disguised as rest that doesn't actually help me process fatigue and heal from the day's events, the week's events, the month, the year? And what are my habits around it? And so the question is, what kind of rest actually restores me, and what kind only numbs me? 2 minutes of journaling time. Okay, so that's the final question. And we just kind of went on a little journey from being aware of rest and our thoughts around it to strategic placement. Where does it fit in our lives, with question 3, and then with question 4, discernment. And so I invite you to continue inquiring and planning forward with the concept of rest on the agenda for 2026. And we'll just take one moment to kind of ground into our reflections, integrate those, and then we'll be all finished for today. So just settle into the position or the seat you're on, whether that's seated or lying down again, and just close your eyes for a moment. And drop the shoulders, relax the jaw, tongue loose in the mouth. Soften all those muscles around the eyes and forehead. Just open your ears so they feel a little more spacious. Feel the back of your body touching the surface beneath you. And feel the front of your body breathing, belly rising and falling. And just as we finish our clarity session focused on rest today, just remind yourself, I do need rest. High performers often tend to skip it. I do deserve rest. And even more than that, rest serves a function. Rest benefits me. It helps my brain make new neural connections and integrate knowledge. It helps my nervous system recover from my busy life so that I can be balanced and whole without pushing myself towards burnout. And it also allows me to think more deeply and creatively. Just feeling your body breathing. And then take one big inhale, maybe the biggest breath you've taken all day today. And exhale out through the mouth, let that go. And thank you for joining me for the very first clarity session, and thank you for being here on the journey of my new YouTube channel. It's imperfect, very imperfect. I don't have a microphone yet. I had lipstick on my teeth in the first video, but I'm starting. And I appreciate that you're here. A like, a comment, a subscribe is always very helpful to small business owners. I appreciate you very much. Have a wonderful day.